Hey guys, Ford Man here. Hey Francisco, hey Ashley Ratliff, hey Colleen. I know it's late night and I don't know how many people's going to show up, but anyway, sorry guys if you hear something else in the background. My dad's got something on his phone. I hope it doesn't. I hope y'all don't hear it. He's asleep, so I can't wake him up right now unless he wakes up on his own. But anyway, guys, um, I wanted to. Yes, it's actually on the van, Ashley, right? That I got the power steering pump on, and like I said, it had been the original one since 1985. So it was on a 1985 Ford Econoline E150 van. So it had been the original one. And so, hey, Paula from Van Beta Travels. Let me pull up the YouTube site on my other tablet over here. And yeah, I know. But anyway, um, so I had some help with Kicking It Country Scott, and I got the YouTube site open over here on this other tablet. And I had some help with Kicking the Country and I can't think of a channel name. Elk Ridge Outdoors. Elk Ridge. Hey, Triple C. Great show tonight, by the way. Um, but anyway, I had and his daddy, uh, Elk Ridge Outdoors, is a YouTube channel. He's good. He's only got like 3 videos, and I met him through Kicking It Country. He's actually a cousin to Kicking It Country, Scott, and he's into like fishing or into like hunting and outdoors and into guns and things like that and different things and and so anyway, hey Kathleen, hey Kicking It Country. Well, thanks for your help today, Kicking It Country. It was, but yeah, I can't complain. That is pretty good for a power steering pump to last 36 years, almost into 37 years, to last that long. It was definitely needing changing for sure because it had never been off there since 1985. And hey, loves you. Hope everything is going well over there in the Philippines. I know you've been battling some bad storms over there. I hope that hope everything works out for you, and and uh, and yeah, and so and Eli, I had the pleasure of getting to meet Eli. He had been wanting to meet me for quite some time, and Let me take his comments down. Hey, Najuma. But anyway, let me fix something here right quick. I'm streaming off of both Facebook. Hey, Joy West Live. And thanks for your help, by the way. She's actually trying to help me edit those videos into one video. According to what it says on my, it's showing on my phone, it says I have 10, it's showing I have 10 videos. 10 videos from today, and I know the phone kept acting strange today. It kept cutting off and things, and you know, and so I was trying to figure out how to how to do it into one vlog from start to finish. I hope Merry Christmas to you, loves you. Yeah, but if Scott from Kicking It Country could drop could drop uh Elk Ridge Outdoors, everybody go check out his channel. He's just now getting started on his channel. It's a good channel. He's a great guy, and his name is Shane, and yeah, and so it would, it was a, and I loved um get getting the pleasure of getting to meet him and things. Hey, Sharp Heart, and but yeah, um, yes, the van is fixed now. There's no whining, uh, no sound out of that power steering pump at all, and and I turned that steering wheel every which way there is, and can't get no sound out of it, and there's no leakage anywhere now. Now when they got down there to it, the biggest thing I even Kicking It Country and Shane from Elk Ridge Outdoors, they'd never seen a pulley kit before, and they were very thankful for that pulley kit, because see, when you're taking that power steering pump off, you got to use the same pulley. You don't get another pulley. You got to use the same pulley that comes with it, that originally comes with it when you get a vehicle. And and yeah, that anyway, do I power off my phone or tablet weekly? When mine go wonky, shutting them down for a few minutes seems to. I've done that before, but it seems like it's still, I don't know. But anyway, um, this is actually the first phone I've had that I've ever seen before that even while charging it, it stays on. Because when I tried powering it off, it cuts right back on. And I took it to Verizon, and they looked into it, and they said that's the way it's set up. It's set up to the only time it stays completely off is if I don't have it plugged into a charger. It's a Motorola Edge, and because I even tried figuring out how to shut that feature off, and there's no way of shutting that feature off. So it pretty much stays, um, except for yeah, yeah, okay, yeah. So I highly recommend anybody taking a power steering pump to get the pulley kit for sure. Hey John, hey Elk Ridge Outdoors, thanks for coming in, and and yeah. Yeah, well, see, mine's not Apple though. Mine's Android. Yeah, but um, but anyway, um, also while I'm live here, I know I was tagged, and I know it's after. I know it's after Christmas, but I can still do this. But I was tagged by my great friend and partner channel, Call Me V, to answer 15 questions. If I can find them now. Hang on. It's a 15 holiday question challenge. And I had promised her that I'd either do a video or a live or something like that. I'd get this out here, within the next couple of days. So I just thought, well, I'd just go ahead and do it. So, uh, and I'm gonna tag some other people. I'm gonna tag probably my other partner channels, like Greswold Family Vacay. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I actually slept, Mary. I actually slept. I had been out. I had been out after we got the power steering pump on. I had been out and got back home around, I guess, a little bit after 4. I guess I had I had um, come back. I'd been out, and of course, uh, again last night I hadn't been to bed at all, and I slept a couple hours this morning before Scott come. I slept maybe about an hour or two, maybe. Anyway, um, so after I went out, I had uh, I had been okay. Dyson's Crazy Adventure. I understand. I had been um, out, and I'd been up most of the day. So anyway, I had come back about 4 o'clock. I'd come back about 4 o'clock, and I'd ate supper. I'd ate supper before I fell asleep, and I laid down here in this chair, and I slept from, I guess, about 4:30, 5 o'clock until about 9 o'clock. So yeah, and I've been awake since. So, but anyway, um, by the way, if I've got it programmed in Stream Elements, anybody with a blue wrench is allowed to drop their link by typing exclamation point, uh, the first three letters, the first three letters of your name, like, of course, like Amethyst Hayes would be AHA, exclamation point, AHA. And then Kicking It Country would be kicking, would be exclamation point, kicking. It should drop, Stream Element should drop kicking. Van Vita should be VVT if she's still in here. I don't think I have Joy Bless Live programmed in here yet. But anyway, I need to work on some more Stream Elements too. But yeah. But anyway, I was tagged by Call Me V to answer three. It won't work, Mary Jones, because I don't have it programmed. Hang on a minute. I was tagged by Call Me V to do 15 holiday question challenge. And so yeah. And only moderators, I think, can do it. I think I only have it set to where moderators can do it. I don't think, yeah. I only have it set to where moderators can do it. But anyway, I was tagged to do a 15 question challenge, and so I decided to go ahead and do this live. Anyway, first question. What is your favorite movie? Well, my favorite Christmas movie is I would say probably The Grinch Who Stole Christmas. Question 2. Have you ever had a white and or green Christmas? Well, I know we've had snow before. On Christmas, but it's been, I can't remember the last time we had snow. How Number 3, how do you usually spend Christmas? Well, I spend Christmas around HRS. I spend Christmas with my family. We have a big feast usually, and we just take whatever. Just take what we don't exchange gifts or don't ask for gifts. We usually just, take whatever the family gets us, and I'm pretty well pleased with it. Number 4. What is your favorite? What is your favorite Christmas song? My favorite Christmas song is "Beautiful Star of Bethlehem." I love that song. Beautiful Star of Bethlehem. Make sure I'm not behind here. But anyway, um, so okay, when do you open? When do you open your Christmas presents? Thanks, Elk Ridge Outdoors. Uh, I open Christmas presents on Christmas Day usually. Every once in a while, I might open one or two on Christmas Eve. Number 6, without help, name Santa's reindeers by name. Okay, let's see. There's Donner. There's Blitzen. There's Cupid. There's Rudolph. I know I'm not naming them in order. There's Donner. Um, mm, there's um, trying to think. Um, Comet, I think. Comet. There's Vixen. There's Prancer. Prancer, I believe. I could be wrong. It's been a good long. It's been a good while since it's been a good while since I last had to name the reindeer. Um, um, oh, I feel like a Dasher, Dasher, Dasher. Um, let's see. Uh, uh, I was going. I named quite a bit of them. There. Dasher, okay. I knew I was missing probably Dancer and I knew I was missing somewhere. I named quite a bit there though. That's without any help. But anyway, move on. What is the tradition you look forward to? The tradition that I look forward to is just getting to spend family time, quality time with family, because life is too short to not spend quality time with family. You know, and um, but anyway, love one another. You know, um, yeah. But anyway, um, do you have a real or fake tree? I don't have neither because I don't. Because I honestly never was really into decorating uh for the holidays. One, it's kind of a little bit of a challenge between me and my dad, both with handicap disabilities. And two, really, I just never did really want to have to fool with taking it up, putting it back down, and I just never was really into, you know, decorating. But I would, like I said before, if I was to have if I was to have a tree, it would stay up year round because I wouldn't want to have to fool with taking it down, putting it up, and you know. But anyway, um, anyway, um, uh, number 9. What is your favorite holiday food or treat? What is your favorite food? Favorite food, holiday food or treat? Well, I like ham, turkey. I like all the fixings that you normally get around the holidays, like the green beans, mashed potatoes. Um, now I will only eat sweet potatoes if they're made a certain way. Now, I I'll eat sweet potato pie. I love sweet potato pie. And I'll eat stuffing, dressing. I like all the fixings that you normally get, around the holidays. Deviled eggs. I know some of you may not like deviled eggs, but I could sure, you set some deviled eggs in front of me, I could devour them in no time. So, but I'm just being honest. So, uh, yeah. Uh, but yeah. For some reason, my family didn't fix sweet potatoes like she made sweet potato pie. Yeah, I know what goes in them. That's about the only way. That's about the only way. Yeah, I'll eat that too. I'll eat that Joy Westlife. But uh, but but yeah, I know what's in them. Yeah, it's mayonnaise, vinegar, either mayonnaise or Miracle Whip, either one, and mustard. It's kicking the country. uh, but uh, but yeah, that's about the only way I'll eat mayonnaise. I mean, other than macaroni salad. Now I'll eat mayonnaise and macaroni salad, and uh, I'll eat mayonnaise in like coleslaw if it's made right. It has to be made right before I'll eat it. But that's about the. But as far as eating a mayonnaise and tomato sandwich or just a plain old mayonnaise sandwich, no, I ain't doing that. And because too much mayonnaise, there. I tell you the reason why I'm not a big fan of mayonnaise is because I've been around. I've been around restaurants. Hey, Cash, thanks for sharing out my video. Good night, Cash. Great live earlier, by the way. I enjoyed your live. I always enjoy your lives. Um, but I've been around some restaurants and some and things that they absolutely kill their stuff with mayonnaise, and that's the reason why I'm very picky about mayonnaise. And and it doesn't agree with me very much. So yeah, it I like more mustard in my deviled eggs than I do mayonnaise. Even though deviled eggs does have mayonnaise, and but it's it has to be made right. But anyway, um, um, number 10. Do you prefer to give or receive gifts? I would prefer I would prefer to give because there there is always somebody out there who is less fortunate. um, who may not eat, who may there may be some child out there who has a family who couldn't afford to get that child a toy or any kind of Christmas gifts, or even a homeless person. Okay, I would prefer to give to that homeless person. And 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 so yeah, I would prefer, you know, and like I was raised in church. It's better to give than to receive. So that's what I go by. I would rather give than receive. Um. Okay. Um. What is the best gift you've ever gotten at Christmas? Hmm. The best gift I've ever gotten at Christmas. Hmm. Well, that 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 that's a really good question. Um. Um. Well, I would say mine would be um. Yes, the birth of Christ, for sure. Um. But I but also um I'd say would probably be also, yes, most definitely the birth of Christ. But hey, Barioticus around. Have safe travels. Okay, I will when he wakes up. He's asleep right now. Um, but I would say probably be since I just graduated. I graduated college from auto mechanic school. Would probably be the tools and stuff that my dad got me to be able to work on vehicles and things like that. Yeah. But there's still a few more things that I need before I can actually go and actually, like, I got to get that scanner tool thing to where I can run diagnostics and stuff like that. But anyway, I'll get it sometime here down the road, and I'm hoping to. Bye. Um, but anyway, uh, number 12. What is your dream Christmas destination? Dream Christmas destination. Well, my dream Christmas destination would probably be, even though I've already been and you've already uh even though I've already been and you've seen some of the vlogs, I would say probably Anakista, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area would probably be my Christmas destination. And also, since I'm going to, I don't know, if Disney World, since I'm going to be going to Disney World in October after we get back from the group cruise, I don't know if they start their Christmas decorations around that time of the year or not, or they wait till a little bit later on in the year. But I'd like to go to Disney World around Christmas time as well. And I believe me, I got some more vlogs coming out from where I took the trip with Joy Westlife and storyteller Donnie Miller, which I've had the pleasure of getting to meeting them a couple times, and I've enjoyed I've enjoyed their company and getting out and getting to see the beauty that I've missed throughout the years that people have been telling me about. And yeah, so uh Elk Ridge Outdoors says, I think it would be amazing to see Bethlehem on Christmas Eve night. Yeah, yeah, I think it would too, Elk Ridge Outdoors. And but anyway, um um number 13. Describe or grade your present rapping skills. Well, uh, considering I don't do any rapping, and I normally don't get gifts for anyone unless somebody asks something for something specific. I would say my rapping skills would probably be a one. Yeah. So yeah, I you know I just I here again, that's another one of the things that I just never did get into wrapping gifts. I never, and all my years that I've been living, I just never did get into that. So, but um, you know, but I know, yeah, I would say my V has it listed as absolute, either above professional, above the average, mediocre, miserable, try, or absolute fail. Mine would probably be an absolute fail. Uh, oh, it's okay, Troy. But yeah. Anyway, question 14. What makes your holiday special? Well, what makes my holiday special is uh is knowing that it's the Lord's birthday, and a great Savior was born, and also getting to spend time with family, and getting to feast with family, fellowship with family, you know, uh, and just like I said, spend quality time with family. Tell somebody, tell somebody you love them, because life is short, and our life is nothing but a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away. And make memories for sure. And okay, um, the last question. Yes, I agree. I agree. Elk Ridge Outdoors. Yes, but um, anyway, last question, guys. 15. Favorite drink during the holidays, other than coffee, okay, and water. Other than coffee and water, I do like eggnog, because I know that's more of a holiday traditional drink. Eggnog, and I like apple cider. I love apple cider. I like apple cider hot or cold. Either one, either way. Hot apple cider, uh, or cold apple cider. I know when I was spending time with Joy Bus Life, not this past weekend, but the weekend before, I was drinking apple cider then. And I drank a lot of apple cider then. And yeah, and I think I think if I remember right, they had I think storyteller Donnie Miller had a gallon of it made, and yeah, I drank quite a bit of it for sure, and but it was good, and I enjoyed it, and I drank it cold at that time as well. I do remember it. Now, who am I tagging next? I am going to tag. Even though I know it's after the holidays, you can still do this anytime. Because there's some people that still celebrate the holidays all the way up until after after New Year's, all the way up until like mid-January or something like that. But you can do this anytime if you want. But the people I'm going to tag this time is I want to tag Amethyst, Hayes Adventures, Griswold Family Vacay, Rayleigh Creative Travel, Magnificent Germany with Darian, and I want to tag Joy Blessed Life and Triple C. Okay, I will send y'all. I will send you the questions in that Facebook Messenger group, Amy. That since I've got most of you in that one group there, and yeah, let me see here. Yeah, I'll have to. What I'll probably do, I can send it to you in Facebook Messenger, Joy, and you can get them from there. Because it won't go away unless you delete it on your side. But anyway, um, but yeah, I just wanted to tag and also I also wanted to do a mail call. I wanted to do a live mail call as well while I'm thinking of it. Yeah, Smoky Mountains Christmas lasted till. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. I want to thank Us and More for sending out this holiday Christmas card. I just received it in the mail, and I'd gotten your and I want to thank you for your sticker. If somebody um if somebody could type in exclamation point you and the and sign and the M, I think it is Us and More. I think. Uh, but anyway, it says Kenny wishing you a holiday season wrapped in love, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, Us and More family, and Dwight, Heather, Caitlin, and Casey. Um, no, it doesn't work. Hang on a minute, guys. It is, I think. Hang on a minute. It's an exclamation point, you, and the and sign, the and symbol, and M, I believe. It should drop it. I got the YouTube side open on my other tablet, my newest tablet, I think. It may be US and US in them. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Let me try it that way. I know I got it programmed in here. Also, I wanted to test something. Let me try it that way. There it is. Us and More. It is US and them. Okay. Yeah, there it is. All right. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I also, let's see. Let me try something here. This right here, for all my moderators, for all my moderators that wants a copy of this, you're more than welcome to want to try this. This should give you how many days until the cruise? Good question, Rob. Yeah, here it is. Here, if you click on that link, this will give you the commands as to what I used on everybody's channel. Hang on a minute. Hmm. Anyway, it gives you. It should see chat box, chat commands. Yeah, it shows you what I used on everybody's channel. Good night, Scott. Yeah, I thought it would. Anyway, um, but anyway, um, I'm going to drop a link here. And yeah. Okay. Yeah. So thanks again, us and more for the holiday card. And if anybody'd like to come up, you're more than welcome to do so. We can not Troy. And you can we can talk about your weekend and good night, Elkridge. Yeah, it was great seeing you too. I look forward to getting to meet you many more times in the near future as well. Pin message. I have the StreamYard link pinned. But yeah, anybody's more than welcome to come up as long as I know you and see you in the basement. You're more welcome to come up. Talk about what you did on over the Christmas holidays. You know, what you look forward into the new year. I'm looking forward to the course site for sure, and the Helen, Georgia meetup in March, and looking forward to the cruise for sure in 2022. I've got some exciting events coming up in 2022. So, um, but yeah. um, but yeah, I let's see. Let me do this. Hang on a minute. I was trying to figure out how to. Hang on a minute. Yeah, hey, NDT, good night, NDT show. And Rich Quick. Good night, Richard Quick. Yeah, I know. I know. I know he can snore. Um, um, but yeah, um, yeah, he can snore for sure. Um, let's see. I will actually, if I can figure it out. Hang on a minute. I wonder if I could do this on the phone. Hang on. Yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to. I'm trying to work on something here. Trying to figure it out. How does that work? But yeah, I was just trying to figure out how to pass those questions to the email that was emailed to me. You know, let me unplug my phone. Um, but anyway. Uh, but yeah. Hang on a minute. Copy. Trying to figure it out. Hang on a minute, guys. John Chalker's in here. Hey, John.
Hey, give me a second, okay? I'm getting my setup ready.
Okay.
Running a little bit behind schedule here. Trying to get these lights on so we can be seen. All right. So if you see my thumb, don't worry about it. Just my thumb. Here we go. How you doing tonight, Ford man?
I'm doing all right about yourself, John.
I heard you got your pump done.
Yeah, it definitely needed changing.
Yeah, usually they go very long time before they die, though. You know.
Yeah, well,
How
I
many
thought it
years?
was kind of
How many years old was it?
30, 36 going into 37.
They usually go about 36 and a half, and then after that, they die. So it was right time for the pump to die. You see, those pumps in the 80s used to last a long period of time. Now,
Yeah.
because they're made all out of plastic, they don't last as long.
Uh, yeah. I didn't. I learned quite a bit today.
Yeah, you said you used the same pulley. That was pretty good that you used the same pulley.
Yeah, well, see,
They did.
you can't buy those pulleys, and you also got to use the same. You got to use your same dipstick. It comes with it as well, because you don't get the dipstick as well.
Yes, I know. They ship them without the dipstick today.
Yeah,
You know why they did that?
you
You know
have
why
to.
they did that? Because
I
people were stealing the dipsticks off, at the stores.
Yeah,
Remember the old days they used to come with the dipstick?
yeah, yeah,
And then
yeah.
people would take them off and replace the dipstick because their dipstick disappeared. And they would ship it back to them saying that the dipstick was gone. And they would get, credit for it. So they decided to go without the dipstick. You got to buy that separately now. It's a separate part. I say it's a way that they did to make more money on us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's gotta. You gotta. Um, you gotta use the same one that originally came with it, because you normally don't. They don't say all they say is the pump and the reservoir,
Yeah.
and
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 then they sell you the dipstick separate if you need it. And that's another, what, $35, $40?
no, they don't sell them at all. You got to use the same one.
I heard they have replacement parts that you could order.
Mm,
Is
Not
yours a
unless
Ford or was it a Chevy?
not unless I order it. Not unless I order it either online or through LMC Truck One. Uh, but not in the parts store. They don't. You know. But
No, the parts stores wouldn't carry it. You have to go to those specialty shops that only order direct from the factory. And a lot of the factory parts are not in stock anyway right now because of the shortages. Yeah, people were having trouble getting what you call it parts for motors. You know those rebuild shops that do all the rebuilds?
yeah,
My buddy's shop, right? I looked at my buddy's shop, my buddy's back room, right?
yeah,
He has to take three engines apart to make one customer engine put together. And I looked at it and I said, so that means you went down to the junkyard and you bought 20 engines and you just stripped all the parts off of them. Yeah, he said all I did was clean them. Have to clean them up, keep his thing going.
when I really get a chance.
I said, you're crazy. I mean, you're going to have loads of parts sitting around
Even when
that
I
you
really
don't need. Like, like blocks and stuff like that. Well, he has like 20 blocks sitting there. Ford blocks, big
yeah,
blocks.
yeah,
Because he
but
tore apart the cars. Mostly, see, the pistons don't go through the block like they used to. Remember how the piston used to melt through the block? And then
uh,
you could destroy the whole thing, right?
yeah,
And you used to have to take all the other parts off of the top of it, and just to replace, because the seal would go, the water would mix with the oil, and next thing you know, it would go straight through the block. It doesn't do that anymore. They found a way to keep the water and the thing more separated from each other. I say that's crazy. The old Ford police packages, man, they would go crazy. Don't worry, I
okay.
rebuilt a Ford police package one time. With the double overdrive. I hated it.
Mm,
Well, the
understand.
double overdrive was because it was a police car. When they're police cars, they put in the double overdrives. Motor was completely shot.
I'm just trying to get it wrong out.
Yeah, the pistons were completely gone, Kenny.
Yeah.
Melted.
Hey, Mike B.
Hello. So what's been going on with you today besides getting into a steering pump?
Well, I did like the idea of being able to actually get out in the vehicle today that the power steering pump went on.
So you
Well,
basically have one working vehicle right now for Papa.
both of them are actually working, but we're just um
You
um
said something with your starter was acting up.
no, it was the ignition. That's what it
The
is.
ignition piece was acting up.
The it's the um s- uh it's behind the in behind the ignition lock cylinder. It's
It's a
it's
plastic part, isn't it?
it's the what they call it. They call it the ignition rack. Um,
What did it do? Strip out?
yeah.
That's weird. Remember a long
Well,
time ago, all that stuff was all
well,
steel.
but that's when they back years ago. All of them's like that now. All of them's made out of plastic now. None of them are made out of metal anymore. And
You know why? Because they want them to break, so then they can go get a new part, or you buy a brand new car.
yeah, they won't. All it is money racket to me. If you
Yeah,
ask me.
it's a money racket.
But anyway, um, I'm just trying to get the log out.
So how's the new equipment you got for being online? It was nice of that person to send you a new tablet.
It's working good.
Yeah, that's good to hear. So how was your holiday?
Yeah, it was good. How was yours?
Wonderful. I went out to the church for some roast beef. A buddy of the church over here on the corner has a roast beef dinner on Christmas Day. Nice roast beef dinner where they do roast beef and potatoes and green beans. I even got a plate to take home to Tinky. They gave me a plate to take home. And they usually, because they only go from 12 to 2 with the dinner. And Christmas Eve, I was over at the church for Christmas Eve service, and I ended up getting asked to be a wise man. You know what I'm talking about? In the manger, their live manger.
Yeah.
They asked me to jump into
Hey,
the
Chris
wise man
Smith on
uniform because they
Facebook
were
side.
short one. What
Did
was
you
that
see
you
this
just said?
question? Said, did you? It says, did you change or your shave?
I shaved.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
I always change my shirts and stuff. I change
hey, Chris
everything.
Smith. Yeah.
Yes, I'm shaving. I shaved for Christmas Eve. I left my beard on because I was in training for. I was talking to my buddy. He's working on trying to see if he can get. You know how they have they have that Santa Claus school. I wanted to see if I could become one of them licensed Saint Nick's. And to do that, you got to have you can either A, do a real beard, or B, do it, with the fake one. I prefer to try the real one.
Yeah. But like I said many times, they don't make that they make stuff so cheap anymore and make it to where if it breaks, they just make you go buy another one.
Yeah, basically.
Would I ever
It's
buy an
like
old
the
cop car?
fans, like these fans at
Yeah,
Walmart.
yeah.
You drop the
Cruising on
fan
the high
one time,
seas.
it breaks the blade.
Hang on a minute, John. Cruising on the high seas says, "Would you ever buy an old cop car?" Yeah, I probably would because I like the older models better than I would the ones that they make now, for sure.
Yes, I would rebuy a Ford LTD, but you got to get them at the Ford. You got to get them at the state auctions because that's the only place you're going to get them. The Ford LTDs with the old overdrives. Once you get one, the motors are usually toast and roast. So now they're toast and roast usually. Because when they let the guy go past them and then they gun it and they go as fast as they can to catch the dude.
Yeah,
A lot of those engines are toast and roast.
yeah. Like I was telling them today, I said that van out there, it's got that 302 in it, and it's a small block V8 302. It's made out of cast iron, so it's not no aluminum. So if it gets hot, it ain't gonna warp or crack like crazy, like aluminum does.
No, the cast iron blocks were the best.
Yeah.
And especially on the 302, like you're saying, the
Yeah.
302 and the 475s were always the big muscle engine.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I took out my Ford police package had the overdrive 8-cylinder. I took out the overdrive 8-cylinder, double overdrive 8-cylinder.
Yep.
See, it was a 6-cylinder, but it had the 8 cylinders. When
Mm-hmm.
you would click it into the overdrive, that's when those 2 cylinders would kick in. The extra 2 cylinders
Well,
would kick
that's
in.
what this one's got. The van's got overdrive, so when you put it in drive, it's actually already in overdrive because it's got the little circle around the D. That means it's
Yeah.
overdrive. So
So that means you have a
yeah,
regular D and then you have one with the circle on it.
we have we got the D. We got park, reverse, neutral, and then the D with the circle, and then we got second and first gear.
Okay, so you got second and first gear. That would mean your overdrive is basically on the main drive itself.
Yeah,
That's what the
overdrive is.
circle is in the
So
D.
when you go forward and stuff, and you put it in drive, you're already in overdrive. Because
Yeah, that's why it's
that's why it's made like that. Yeah,
yeah, that means your main drive has the overdrive um cog in it.
it's all yeah. Because
It's the
when it
automatic overdrive. They
yes,
call it
that's
automatic
it.
overdrive when it has a
That's it.
circle around the D.
That's it. Yeah, and you can hear it when that kicks in. Automatic overdrive. Yep.
It's an auto. That's a good thing though to have the automatics. Because when you
Yeah.
had the single one, you used to have the D, then the D with the circle on it, and then you have if you had a second overdrive, you would have a second D with a circle over it.
Mm-hmm.
Mine had the double circles over them.
Mm-hmm.
Had the D, then the D with the single circle, then a D with another circle around it. And
Mm-hmm.
I never liked it because it was always I always had you always had to do repairs on that second overdrive.
Mm-hmm.
I went through two overdrives on that car within 3 days because the overdrives because it was a police car. The overdrive, the second overdrive, is the one they usually use the most, and they put the most pressure on.
Well, Mike B, I'm fixing to head to Courtside, Arizona, uh, around um, the 17th of January.
Okay, so that means you're going to be leaving us, huh? For a while.
Well, I'll be gone until the 25th, 26th, somewhere around there of January. So
Do you have
I'll
your
be
backup
heading,
batteries ready to go, Ken?
I'll be heading back this way.
No, I'm saying
Well,
because you're going to
I'm
be
just gonna
flying.
be I'm gonna be flying, so I'm gonna go down now that we got the van fixed. I'm gonna go down to Charlotte on the 16th. Come and then my dad's gonna come back on the 17th. And after I leave out on the 17th. No, my dad's not going. He's not going to Courtside. He wouldn't be able to handle that flight. Cause I gotta be able to, and he has to be able to come back and watch the dog. See, that's another reason why I'd like to have also a smaller dog when something happens to this one. Not that I don't love this dog. I love the dog. Hey, down under cruisers, good day. Uh,
Hey, down
I
under cruisers, nice to see you
you
guys.
know, and not that I wish that something did happen to the dog, but at least with a smaller dog, I'd be able to it'd be a lot more easier to handle, and I'd be able to take it to a lot more places. Whereas a bigger dog like this one, you really can't unless
Yeah, like a couple of the others that have those big dogs with them,
yeah. Well, and two, you don't have to worry about it pulling so hard. Whereas a big dog is stout, you know.
Yeah, and they pull you. Next thing you know, you're flying down the road like a parasail.
but
That
but
happened to
yeah,
my buddy one time when his dog was a Malamute.
like I was
And
saying,
shit.
I got a cousin that they take their dogs everywhere, or they take their dog that they have, but they have a schnauzer, and it's not, it's one of them small. It's only weighs about, I think about maybe 5, 6, 7 pounds. It's small, and uh, and they take that dog everywhere they go. I mean, everywhere. They take it to church. They take it to. Uh,
The
I
dog is
mean,
more holy
yeah,
than
the
them.
only time, the only time they do not, the only time they do not take that dog with them is when they're going on a cruise or something like that, going way out of town or something like that. Then my aunt and uncle watches that dog for them. So,
Oh, that's good.
but yeah, and you know, um, that's one of the good things that I'd like to be able to have for a smaller dog. So
Have you
be
ever
a lot
thought
more.
about rehoming your dog?
Well, I become too attached to it. I miss it terribly.
Okay, so you come too attached to her, just like I came too attached to Tinky. So I couldn't do
Yeah,
it. Couldn't. She has to come with
yeah,
me. One thing about cats are you can put them in RVs.
yeah. Well, several people say the cat's a whole lot easier to handle than a dog anyway, because cats you can put you can put out food for to last them for several days or whatnot in water,
And they'll eat on their own.
and
They'll
yeah,
eat on their own.
and you don't and and they pretty much clean themselves. You don't have to you don't have to clean them, or and things. But I just kind of
Well, they
I,
have
I,
litter
I
boxes.
like
You do have to
cats.
clean their litter box every so often and make sure that their boxes are clean, or they won't go in them and they'll go on the floor. I know that for a fact. If you don't clean your cat's litter box or take, scrape out the box every so often,
Yeah,
they will stop going in and they will go on the floor.
yeah. But I mean, it's it's something to I just and I like it when a dog is likes to cuddle up and things like that.
So, how old is your puppy?
Do do you remember John, do you remember the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie?
I remember the TV show.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Anyway,
What?
Timmy Ray sent me some photos of some Mighty Morphin, and he wanted me to ask you. Yeah, Joy West Life is making a good point. Um, their Siamese cat and their husky and their rat terrier. Yeah, they. Um, I need to get them more around my walker more, so they won't maybe be so scared of my walker. Uh, but because when they're used to me sitting down on their couch, and when I get up to go to the bathroom, the they go absolutely wild. They're not
That
used to me.
happens. Some dogs don't like walkers. Like, did you
Yeah.
know I have a police horse right here in Waterbury that don't like umbrellas.
Hmm.
You walk up and you got an umbrella in your right hand,
Hmm.
the horse will flip.
So okay, I'll have to figure out how to get those because I don't know. I can't for some reason I can't show him on the messenger, Timmy Ray, on the PC because I can't get it to pull up. It won't pull up on my something's happened to the messenger on my PC for some reason. Um, I can't get it
Your
to pull up.
instant messenger?
My Facebook Messenger, yeah. It used to work, but now it don't. And so if I want to do a private stream, I have to set up a private stream yard. So
Yeah, I noticed that you were having some trouble earlier with
yeah,
that.
I don't
Then I noticed
understand.
you dropped the link in the chat.
Yeah, well, I have the YouTube side of my chat on the new tablet over here, and I was reading the
Okay, so the
questions
tablet is
off,
basically controlling the whole thing right now.
and I was reading the questions that I'd gotten tagged by V off my old tablet. So, let's say Mike B says, "Ken, what kind of laptop did you get?" It's I've had this one since my third semester of college, and it is the HP Pavilion laptop, Europe Packet Pavilion laptop. It's got Windows 10, which I have
Okay.
now upgraded the Windows to Windows 11 because I had the option. The PC asked me to update, so I had the option to update to Windows 11. So I now have it updated to Windows 11 now. I also have this new tablet updated to Windows 11 as well.
Well, you can go all
Cool.
the way up to Windows 13 now. There's Windows 13.
Well, they haven't said anything about that yet. It's
They
not,
won't. It's going to take a while. It still has a lot of bugs. It's buggy.
and
Let's just say
so
that. It's buggy.
well,
You'll
I
see.
know somebody told me here a while back. We'll just have to wait and see. But somebody, I think it may have been at the Geek Squad. That guy told me said they were working on Windows 12. Uh, so, but yeah,
They're trying to make Windows. They already did Windows 12. That was 2 years ago. And it's
well,
horrible.
that's
Nobody wants it. Nobody will update to it because it's all buggy.
yeah.
It's like when they get the next generation in, they fix the following generation. You get all the bugs
Mhm.
out of it. So what's going? How's Papa? You sleeping?
Yeah, hang on a minute. I'm trying to work on something here, and then
You did get my request earlier on the chat, did you?
what's that?
When I said hello?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to spam the chat or no, I just was putting on, the wine bottles that says, for Happy New Year. Yeah, I started taking down my Christmas stuff already. so that it's not, not hanging around.
I think you did, Timmy Ray, I believe. Yeah. Down in the cruiser says, how many Macs do I have? Well, I don't have any Mac. I just have two tablets, a phone, and a PC. That's it. And if you count my dad's phone, I got his phone because he has the same account as I got on everything else over here. I did it
Oh, is
that
that why
way
you've been moving
because
behind us all the time?
I did it that way because it's easier for me to be able to keep up with what he's done to his phone because I'll be able to fix it or whatever, be able to help him out. Whereas I want to remember, I wanted to remember two different accounts or whatnot. So
I got you. So you both run
everything
over
is
the
set
same
up on the
account.
same account.
Yeah.
That's the reason
It's
why
a
I did
good
it
thing
that
though,
way.
because he can
Because he's
easily, mirror you and watch what you're doing. Like
yeah.
if someone starts something on there, you got him as a backup witness, sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there was one time we said hello to Papa, and Papa over there heard us say it ahead of time, like two
I never
minutes
was.
ahead.
I never was. Uh, I never was an Apple product person.
I don't like Apple either. I had one Apple in my life and I threw it in the trash.
I've
Let's just
always.
say I started out with VIC 20, Commodore 64, I went to. And I stayed basically within the Windows operating system.
Yeah. No. But anyway, I even through school, all my programs that I used even through school always worked off of Google Chrome. It did not work on a lot of the programs that we used in school, at least when I was in school anyway. Now I know it's different with different people, but when I was in school, the programs that we used the teachers and the professors always told us to make sure your devices have Google Chrome. Otherwise, you won't be able to use this one certain program. It only works off of Google Chrome. And that's what I've got so used to using, and that's what I'm going to continue using until they say there's no more Google Chrome, which I doubt that's ever going to happen because that Google Chrome seems to be improving things throughout the years, but that's just my opinion. That they're
Actually, I
all
got a
time,
Google Chromebook, a brand new
yeah,
one,
they're all time,
10,
they're all,
and it updated 5 times while I was online. I was online with you, right? It was downloading its thing in the background.
yeah. So, but it's just my opinion. I know everybody's got their own opinions, but you know,
Some people don't like Chrome. Some people love Chrome.
yeah,
Some people don't
I
like.
love it. So,
It's everybody's own opinion, Ken, on it on
yeah,
Chrome. When I
yeah,
first got the Chromebook, I was very skeptical. You know that I was very
yeah,
skeptical when I first got the Chromebook, and now I see how it works a lot better. And the virus protection is second to none. You don't have to worry about clicking on viruses and all that junk through it.
yeah,
So, like, and also, if you don't like using the piece that's there, you can plug in one of these, to it. And you can plug in anything that can be plugged into Windows into this system. So it's
Yeah.
like they designed it to work together with the Windows operating platform.
Yeah. But yeah, I've always been a. Yeah, I turned up the sound system up loud and I walked down and said, "Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's a really loud." Yeah. Anyway, uh, but I know everybody's got their own liking as to what they use, and everybody's got their own preference, and so. But anyway, um, but so what what did you happen to get for Christmas, John?
Me,
Yeah,
I got myself, because I live alone. I bought myself one of these light rings. Remember how I used to be so
yeah,
dark?
yeah.
Take a look. I got a new light ring. I got that the headphones. I got myself a pair of headphones. I kept it very simple, I'm not that. I get what I need, not what I want. Did you hear about the cola cost of living increase? Ken, did you
Uh,
hear me?
yeah, I heard you. What? Repeat that again. I'm sorry. I'm
Did you
trying to
get
do
your thing from the
multitasking.
state that said about your cost of living increase?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
I already got mine about a couple weeks ago. And I
Oh
don't know
yeah.
how the state
Oh
knows.
yeah. I know what.
They didn't
Yeah,
send
I know
out the
what you're talking about.
government, that little card you're supposed to send out the COLA increase? They didn't send it out. They sent it out through the state this year. State
Hmm.
sent me a state letter with the new cost of living increase on it. What do you think, dude?
Happening, John?
How are you, buddy?
Oh, doing all right.
Hey, good day, mate.
How you going?
Nice to see you, my brother. How you been?
I've been good, John.
Yeah.
Hey,
How
Kenny,
was your holiday?
Yes, sir.
have you been behaving yourself for Christmas?
Yes.
I
I
hear
got
Santa's got a really nice present for you next year.
a cruise. Yes, group cruise.
That's it.
Yeah, he gonna have a ball on that cruise.
and
Mate, that cruise is not far away.
yeah, I know. And yeah. Um
My brother, I have a question for you about the cruise.
Yeah.
What is the price of the ticket?
Depends on the cabin you're going to go in. And that you need to talk to Cindy Spiker about.
he's more than welcome to drop that information in the chat if you'd like.
Hang on. It's not that easy for me to get to at this point. It's because I'm using a
I
PC.
know
So.
you can actually drop per channel just typing exclamation point SCA for Spiker's Crazy Adventures.
Exclamation SCA.
Yeah, it should drop per channel.
I've
Stream
tried
only.
it.
Should.
Yeah, because I was wondering what is the cheapest cabin that
It
they
takes a
have.
few. There you go. There it is.
Is it up?
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
there
it
it
there.
is.
It takes a few minutes. There's that lag between the lag.
Kenny,
Yes.
I am impressed. You have exceeded my knowledge on stream elements.
Yeah, and you can also I done your channel that way too. Type exclamation point DUCS. It should drop your channel.
Hmm.
But only moderators could do this feature though.
Well,
I have it set,
that is cool.
I only have it
Yep,
set to
he put
where
it in
moderators
protection
could
so
do it.
that nobody else could try anything on him. A buddy of mine
That's
had StreamYards, and he accidentally put that to the general public. Oh my god, it became a mess.
Kenny. You're a genius, my friend. Now, did you change that steering pump or whatever it was?
Power steering
Oh yeah,
pump.
he already did that today.
Yes. Yeah, that has been changed, and it does not make any sound out of it now.
Oh, that's awesome. So now you're
It
driving.
It definitely needed changing for sure. You could tell it was the original one.
Oh, you're kidding.
It was.
Yep.
I'm serious.
It was 30-something years old.
It was 36 years old. And
Mate, are you seeing that in a museum?
the guy that had helped me put it on today, I got some video footage coming out for that.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, Joy West Life helping me put it all together from start to finish. And I'm that's what I'm actually working on now. Just getting it sent out.
So,
I wanted to know a
Jenny,
little bit more information. Well, maybe you could give me this information right away.
2 seconds, John. 2 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Timmy Ray made a comment there that is that cruise over $20? And if it is, that's highway robbery. Mate, you don't have a clue what it's going to be like on that cruise. So take your $20 and spend it wisely.
Yeah.
Now, John, your question.
My question is, when you're on these cruises, do they have do they allow cash, or do you bring your cards with you?
No, what you do is you can take cash, but what you do is you put the cash, keep some of it for yourself, but put the cash with the services center, like the reception area, and they hold it in your account. And whenever you purchase anything on the cruise, you're purchasing with your cruise card, so it gets assigned to your account.
I see, and they take it off, and then once you're done, once the cruise is over, if there's any money left on the card, they give it right back to you.
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure of that.
But
are they expensive to go on?
That depends on the cruise line. Some of the cruise lines have a higher starting price, but then that means that the service provided is different. So it's like staying at hotels. You know, one hotel is cheaper than another, and it depends on the type of service.
I got you. Like a motel and a hotel and a motel are totally different things.
Correct.
So what is the cheapest room that they have right now aboard that ship?
To be honest with you, John, I couldn't tell you. As I said before, the best person to talk to would be Cindy Spiker.
I was interested, but I just don't know if I have the cash at the time, you know?
I understand. Sorry, Kenny, you were going to say?
But yeah, it varies with different things, John. I mean,
depends on the cabin you're going on, whether it's got a balcony, whether it's got it's an inside cabin, whether it's got a port window like an ocean view. There's a whole host of variables, and they price the cabin accordingly.
I
So I
promise.
said to Miss Spiker I wanted to see how much would the cheapest cabin be.
Mm-hmm.
She could tell me that.
Correct. Now, John, if you go with a mate, then you could split the cost of the cabin, so it becomes a bit cheaper for you.
Yeah, I'm a single person. I live alone.
Yeah, but if you've got a friend that you could go with,
Good night, Shar of Heart. Thanks for being here, and thanks for listening in the background. I
2
promise
a.m. What are
you,
you talking about? It's 7:12 here. Come on, give me a break.
it's 3:12 a.m. here.
Yep, it's 3:12 in the morning here. We're all in. We're
Uh,
morning.
but I want to tell Joy Bus Life. I promise this is the last one that I'm sending to you of the videos. This is the last one. I'm working on it's 75, 76% loaded. So after that, there won't be no more.
Now, Joy Blessed Life. I want to say it was awesome to see you on that video you did with Kenny. It was great to see because he keeps on talking about you, and I never know the faces. So it was great to actually see your face on that day. So it was
if you
awesome.
if you ever get to meet them in person, they're a great couple to meet. They're
Now,
very they're
now,
very
where are they, Kenny?
that they're
They're
in
in Tennessee with you.
they're in they're in Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area. They live in
Oh,
that
okay,
area.
cool.
Yeah,
So and
like what do they call it? Yankee in the South live in the Gatlinburg area.
yeah, so
So Mike B is heading out to bed. So good night,
have a
buddy.
good one.
Right?
And they're very good Christian people for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's awesome.
so I love their Christianity. And oh, murder mystery haunted history just shared my video. Thanks for the share, murder mystery haunted history. I appreciate that.
She did a cool
Yeah,
one, a cool short the other day where she dressed up as Santa Claus. Santa Claus thing on her. She was really cool.
yeah. Well, I was looking for her to go live because I know she usually goes live on Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and she did not go live. Um, I guess she must be taking I understand she must be taking the holidays off, and yeah.
Why would anybody want to take the holidays off? I mean, seriously.
Well, a lot of people want to spend time with their families, their real families.
That's true.
Yeah. So
Now, I was only joshing you there, Kenny. You know that.
yeah. And but yeah, Joy West Life is actually friends with Yankee in the South,
Yes,
Okay.
they are. They've
and
been seen together down at Dollywood together a couple of times, and also Eric Nomadic Fanatic has been seen with Yankee in the South a couple of times down there.
Oh, that Yankee in the South is a nefarious character, I understand, mixing with everybody.
No, no, no. They're friendly. They're husband and wife team. They're sweet. I've actually talked with them in private chat, and I've talked with his wife, and she's a sweetheart. I got to talk to her sister for a few minutes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's cool.
Now,
There's some
Kenny,
times
how's
where they
Pa
get
doing?
he's asleep.
That's good. Let's talk about him.
shame on you.
Why?
Shame. You
And
don't
tell
talk
me
behind
why.
an elder. You don't talk behind an elder's back.
Well, you don't know what I say behind people's back. It's usually good stuff.
Oh, I keep a watch. I hear everything.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't talk behind people's back.
I'll tell
No,
you.
I
I
talk
talk
to
in
their
front of
front.
them.
If I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it right to your face.
Go
It's
for
the
it.
way I am.
I will
Yes,
say.
Kenny.
I will say. If anybody ever, me and my dad both, we actually just learned about um, this new vitamin type thing that you can get for like neuropathy and arthritis and things like that in your muscles and nerves and things like that. There is it's called Nervive Relief. Uh, it helps. Now it will take. It says on the bottle it takes up to um like 2 weeks to take effect, but uh, my dad's brother has neuropathy in his feet, and so does my dad himself has got neuropathy, and he's got arthritis, and things. He's gotten to where he can't hardly hold on to anything or anything like that. And he was telling about this, and it doesn't cure it fully, but it's 85. My dad's brother says his is like 85% better than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And and but yeah. So my dad, we went to Walmart yesterday and we got some of those, and we're going to give them a try and see if maybe it might help him out a little bit. So
If it does, it's great.
yeah.
No harm in trying it.
Well, I mean, it says it's got your B12 in it, and and that's what he's been lacking is B12. For some
Mm-hmm.
reason, his body has absolutely quit producing B12 for some reason. That's the reason why he has to go take iron shots to go get, and things like that, and and they got him on other 2 or 3 different types of pills for that as well. So, but anyway, um, so we're gonna try these, see if it helps him out some. So
Cool.
yeah, so
Cool.
hopefully
You know
we'll
what
see
they
some
say? They say a lot of
improvement.
herbal cures work better than our Western medicine.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
Yeah,
This is a
I'm
lot
not
of the
disagree.
herbal cures. Like some people, there's this one friend of mine. She's Chinese. He
Mm-hmm.
gave me this tea. I had 2 weeks supply of it. Oh my god! It was a green tea, good tea though.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to have, I used to wear these because I used to work on computers and all. I
Mm-hmm.
had those where you get the
So the anti-static straps.
yeah, the carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I had both of the surgeries done on both hands. And I had to wear both gloves on both hands. Now I don't need to do it no more because I took 2 weeks of this tea and it basically healed it right up. Like it wasn't
Awesome.
there. And I said, I think that a lot of these, that's why the Chinese beat the crap out of us when they can bake a lot of stuff because they don't do all the Western medicine where we pop pill every 5 minutes,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They turn around and they'll drink 3 different cups of tea a day and boom, they're building ships that are bigger than ours. You see how
Yeah.
old their oldest builder is? One of their builders was almost 100 years old, and he was still working.
Yeah. It says a lot for Western lifestyle.
Yeah, and the medicine that we take is not pure anyway because it's all put in the pill form.
Mm.
There, they just pick
I-
up the root that they have to have, and they start chomping on it like it's nothing. And they get it in, it goes in and out the right way, and it does what it has to do.
Mm. Yep.
That yeah. So what do you do in Australia for like Christmas holidays and New Year's?
So Christmas in Australia is not a lot different to Christmas around the world. The only difference is instead of us being shivering inside, we're out having Barbies in shorts and t-shirt
Ah,
because it's our
Okay,
summertime.
like they do in
yeah,
Florida.
yeah.
Like
Yep,
they do in
pretty much.
Florida.
And then while we're having the warm weather here, y'all are having the cold over there.
That's correct. But the good news is we don't get snow like you do. So, for example, upwards of Tennessee and the higher areas in the northern areas where they get the snow, we don't actually see snow. We see snow on the mountains, but we don't see snow down on the ground.
Ah,
Yeah, that's cool. So, have you ever been in the opera house that's over
Sydney
there?
Opera House.
Yes.
I've been in both Sydney and Melbourne Opera House.
How are they? How are they both?
When I last spoke to them, they said they were okay. No, no, sorry. They're very pretty. They're actually quite beautiful, well
Yes, the
designed,
outside
and
architecture is pretty.
yep.
Is a pretty architecture because I know the Sydney Opera House has it's built like a dome.
Not actually like a dome, like sails, ship
Yeah,
sails.
like say it like ship sails, but in a dome circular fashion.
It's not circular.
It's not circular. Then
No.
in a lot of the pictures it does look circular.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way
If
they were
you
taking the picture.
yeah, it's the way you look at it. It's actually like a ship sail. Looks exactly like that.
Hmm. So what did you go see over there, my brother?
Actually, we spend most of the time at home and with Ilana's family, so
Oh,
that was good. And then this New Year's Eve we're spending with my family, so that's going to be good.
yeah, I'm gonna make a little bit of cheese plate, and I got my cheese plate. And you see, New Year's I usually do a cheese. I start out with cheese and a nice little onion dip with some chips and a little bit of ginger ale. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I actually
True,
invented
true
a
ginger or the other kind?
huh?
True ginger or the other kind of ginger ale? Oh, the true ginger ale. Okay.
You call the Schweppes ginger ale the true ginger ale?
Yeah.
Yes. Here we get them for $1 a bottle in Connecticut.
How much in the bottle? How big
A
is the
dollar
bottle?
for a 2 liter
2 liters.
for $1.
That's cheap.
Yeah. I found a way to take ginger ale and put orange juice with it and make non-alcoholic mimosas.
That's cool.
Yep. A couple of days ago, I was doing I was on another person's live, and I'm there making my apple cider and cooking a pie in the oven. You know
So,
those
what
apple
cheeses are you
pies,
going to have?
huh?
What kind of cheeses are you going to have?
Um, I have two forms. I have a Gouda. I bought a Gouda, a light Gouda,
Mm-hmm.
and I got two sharp cheddars, an
Mm-hmm.
orange sharp cheddar and a white sharp cheddar.
Mm-hmm.
I also got what do they call those? Oh, they're already cut up. They're you put them on pizza.
Oh yeah,
Pepperoni.
shredded. Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
pepperoni.
it's like not a mozzarella
Yeah.
cheese, a Parmesan cheese.
Yeah, the reason why I sent it to you that way is I knew it had the 15 questions already in there, and stuff, and that's the reason why I went ahead and sent it to you that way because there's
Ah,
all
you had the test to do there. What the celebratory test? Is that the
the
one?
15 question tag challenge. I was tagged by B to do it, and
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
B, she's cool. She's
and
cool.
yeah, I can't wait to beat her on the cruise, and
Oh, you're gonna fall in love with her. You're gonna. She likes hanging out in her onesies.
so yeah, uh, I do because there's a lot of these. I don't do very well with typing very much, so that's the reason why I don't type very much in chats. So, and I thought it was a lot easier to fast forward that and copy and paste a whole lot faster than try to sit there and type every question in there again.
You're
Mate, that's
smart,
what I did. I
Kenny.
just did a copy and paste.
Yeah.
It's
So
much easier doing copy paste.
yeah,
Yeah.
make things a lot easier instead of a lot more harder and complicated.
Yep.
Dude, I like the plane behind you.
You like it?
Yeah.
It's not the one we're coming to the US on, but hey, it'll do. It's only a
Hey,
380.
is it true that you guys are getting out of lockdown?
Well, essentially, we are out of lockdown. We can fly out of Australia, but we can't cruise out of Australia
Why can't you cruise out of Australia?
because the government hasn't decided to allow cruise ships in yet.
Oh boy, because of what happened on those other two ships.
Yep. So we live with what we got.
So basically, you're going to fly into America and then go to spend the night over at a hotel and then go on to the ship the next day.
Correct.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Then we get to stir Kenny and then watch Kenny do all these test videos and then try and keep him awake while he's trying to sleep because he can't sleep anyway.
I'll
He
be right back,
sleeps. We
guys.
get you. Hey, you want to know
Go for it.
something? He
Yep.
can't sleep unless he's on a live with us. Uh-oh,
No,
he's out.
he can't sleep unless he's on his own live.
No, he did
So
it
on
also
my
on
live
Red Live. He did it also on Red's.
and a few
Red
others.
Rising Live. She fell asleep on hers one time, and I did it too, so I'm kind of guilty of that.
Yeah, I've never done that
Oh, it's
yet.
fun. You just sit there and then they throw you down in the basement for 20 minutes.
Yeah, no,
Johnny,
if
you
I
awake
get that
down
tired,
there? Oh, I'm awake. I'm awake. Let me back up.
I'll always pull myself off and say, no, that's it, I'm done.
I've done. I know Kenny did a long one time for Papa Mozo. I happen to have I've been known to do 48-hour stints, like nothing. Yeah, I might fall asleep in the chair for 10, 20 minutes, But I'm one of these folks. If I'm there for somebody, I'm there. Like
Yeah,
today.
that's
I fell
that's
asleep
true.
right here in the chair for about 9 hours. I knocked out, so I have enough energy to go. And no, I just have ginger ale. I keep my ginger ale.
That's good.
I'm a coffee in the morning, ginger ale in the afternoon.
No, mate. I have my coffee intravenously fed.
Like I
Gotta have
already
my
had my
coffee.
cup of tea, my national cup of tea.
Gotta have my coffee.
Yeah.
So,
Kenny, you
John,
still with us, or did you have to run to the necessary room?
no, I think he's in the potty at the moment.
Yeah, that's
So, John,
necessary.
Christmas with your family?
I stay by myself. My mom's passed away. My dad's passed away. My mom and dad's mother and father are both passed on. My
You got no
mother's mom
brothers or
and dad
sisters?
are both passed away. So I live basically on my own.
You got no brothers or sisters?
No, I was an only child. I was an only child. Yeah.
Mm. So do you work or?
I'm on Social Security disability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that good or bad?
It depends on the amount. If you're on the SSI, okay, you only make $794. But I get a full disability because I get $1,221 a month.
A month.
Yes.
Wow.
And then this year the monies are going up. So
So are you renting or is that your house?
I pay rent. I pay 7 with everything included.
It's good.
Light, gas, all included.
You feeling lighter, Kenny?
Yes.
We
Good.
knew you disappeared. We had a feeling there was an emergency. There was a necessary room request made, I
Yeah.
guess. You gotta
Yes.
Now,
watch me
Kenny.
drink coffee all day long.
Now, Kenny, we have one rule for you on the cruise.
What's that?
You're only allowed to go to your room to sleep.
That's not gonna happen, brother.
What do you mean? You're going to miss out on all the things on the ship.
Well, you gotta change clothes. You don't want him to come out and stink, do you? Poor guy
Well,
gotta go change
I would,
clothes.
I would imagine that he would change his clothes after he'd woken up from his slumber, and that's what he's going to use his room for. He's not going to live in there. We're not going to let him live in there. He's going to come out and
Well,
he's going to do live tests.
well, I'll have to eventually find a restroom somewhere during the day.
Oh, there's plenty on the ship. Come on, really?
Oh yeah, they have restrooms on every deck, don't they?
Well, are they all handicap accessible though?
They have to be.
They do. Yep, it's the law now, Kenny. It's the law. They have to have everything handicapped accessible.
Okay. Well, I want to
So,
make sure
hey,
because
if the ship decides to make a right-hand turn and you're in the bathroom, always go to the left of the wall. Remember that.
It's not going to happen like that, John. Those things are so smooth. You don't even know you're moving. You look
Yeah, a lot
outside
of
and
times
you
you
think,
don't.
oh, there's a weight going on there.
The reason why you got valve thrusters, am I right? They got valve thrusters.
They got more than just bow thrusters. They've even got stabilizers in them. Those
Yeah, they got
ships are so
stabilizers
bloody
and
big.
valve thrusters, and I heard of one ship though that got really trashed around. Did you hear about that ship that got trashed around a couple years ago?
No, I heard about that one, but that's because the captain made a silly mistake. Here's the thing: where we're going, we're not going to get that kind of weather.
So what did he do? Fly right into the weather?
Yep.
Okay, so he did like Captain Kirk would do, fly right through it
Correct.
instead of going around.
Correct.
So basically, he went through the biggest storm he could, and he went flying. Basically,
Yeah, and he got his flying tickets. He became an airline pilot rather than a cruise captain because the ship was doing all sorts of stuff. Injured a few.
they were saying that it was doing like 40-degree turns and all of that.
Yeah, like the ship was listing.
Yes. And they said even one of the valve thrusters they said was out of the water for like 9 minutes or something like that.
Yep.
And when they found out, when the cruise company found out, and they watched there's a black box on those like there is on airplane.
Correct.
And oh my God, they found out that he exceeded the port speed by 85 knots.
85 knots.
Yes, 85 knots.
Mm.
When he
Okay.
was going over, over those big waves, he was
Yep.
accelerating instead of pulling back and slowing down. That's why all the stuff was going flying side to side.
Those ships couldn't do that kind of speed. That's incredible.
This ship did. It can. The valve thrusters can be turned to a certain pivot point, where they can go out from the sides of the thing and they can get up to speed like a jet engine.
Mm-hmm.
But when he was going over the waves were underneath, throwing him upwards. So he was the propellers basically weren't in the water. Basically, they were up in the air as they were going down like this.
Okay. Okay, so I get what you're saying now.
He was
They were
porpoising.
spinning way too fast.
Yes. And they were porpoising. That ship was porpoising, it's called, where it goes up over the wave and then down frontwards hard. And they
So
said
the
that
good
there's
news
no
is,
question
the good
he
news
got
is,
front-end
John,
damage.
the good news is those sort of things don't happen too often.
Yes, that's right.
It's a rare occurrence, and to be honest with you, most of us would like to think about all the good things that these cruise ships doing because they're out there sailing day in day out.
Most of the captains are smart. They see a big storm, they're going to go around.
As best they can.
Yes. If they can get the edge of the storm, they'll go the edge of the storm.
Either that or they'll try and beat it.
By accelerating.
Yep.
And they'll call it in. They'll say, "Hey, listen, I can't get around. I tried. I have to go through it." Or what they'll do is they'll
usually
try
somebody
to
will
take
know.
the edge of the storm. You know what I'm saying?
Usually somebody will know. Their ships are monitored all the time. So usually somebody will know
that there's a problem and will say, "Hey, you need to go around, or you need to hit the edge of the storm, or what's going on."
But to be quite honest, John, it's the last thing I want to do is talk about what the negative sides of the cruise is going to be. I'd rather talk about all the exciting bits because we know that those cruise ships are not going to have issues.
What ship are you in Kenny going on?
The Carnival Horizon, which is the second largest ship put out by Carnival.
Out there. The Horizon's the most advanced ship out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Horizon, I know what you're talking about. That's the Horizon is the most advanced ship out there. She'll be able to take those swells like nothing.
Actually, it's a little bit. It's the second most technologically involved ship. The one that's a bit better is a newer ship called the Mardi Gras. That's made by
the Mardi
that's
Gras
also
has what you call it aboard. That has a valve thruster. What did they call it? A caterpillar drive aboard.
It's got a I think it's LPG. That one. It's LPG powered as opposed to diesel. I could be wrong.
It's LPG powered, but it also has what is called a silent propulsion drive aboard that could outrun storms.
Yep.
It has what's called the caterpillar drive. It's called.
Mm-hmm.
You remember there was a movie a couple years ago called The Red October,
Yes.
and they said that they invented a Typhoon class ship with a caterpillar drive.
Yes, but what was the intent? What was the Red October?
It was a submarine.
Correct. And the intent of that submarine was to do what?
Blow things out of the water.
Evade detection. And
Yes,
that was the
and
purpose of the Caterpillar drive, was to evade detection.
but if you use a caterpillar drive on a regular ship, the ship will gain speed. It's like having a you ever see those F-15s that have the double jet engines?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what it does. It gives them more speed so they can either run through the storm and get it before it gets up to max capacity, or they can make the ship turn and go around the storm at a higher speed so that they can flank the winds altogether.
Well, it's much easier doing that in an F-15 than it is on a ship, to be honest with you, because the ship
Yes,
can only
because
do like a max of about 20 knots. The
when the
F-15.
new Caterpillar drive aboard that ship, she doubles that speed.
Okay, I
I've
hear what you're
heard
saying, John.
rumors. I've heard rumors that you say 25 knots, they're saying 45 knots. Now, I don't know if that's all, hoopla, from the ship company or whatever, okay, my brother? You know how they like to, pump up their bottom line. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I don't know if that's true. I've heard rumors, and if rumors sometimes are not true or could be not accentuated. The only one that would know would be the captain of that ship. Am I right?
You are right, but the truth of the matter is, it's a civilian ship, and a civilian ship would not have technology that can do that sort of stuff. To be honest with you, um, for the
You
ship to
never
actually
know.
do for a ship like the Mardi Gras to do double its speed would be highly unlikely.
Well, it would have to be designed to do that. Am I right?
Yes, but it would be highly unlikely because it is a civilian ship. It is not a military vessel. There's the
Well,
difference.
even military vessels have been known to triple their speed.
Okay.
They've been known to triple their speed. Now, they're saying it only doubles the speed. If it's 25 knots, they say it can go 45 knots. Maybe they're saying that just to keep the true speed under their hat. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
You get it? If a cruise
I
line
understand what
invented
you're
an
saying, John.
invention like that,
I understand
you
what you're
think it
saying,
would be a
John.
military? Wouldn't they be able to sell that to the military?
I understand what you're saying, but you've got to bear in mind there are a couple of things that are going to stop that ship from going at such a fast speed. One of which is its size and weight. It's a
Okay,
bucket load of mast for a engine to actually push through the water. So to
you're right.
do huge speeds like that, it would be pretty difficult to do.
The engineering might be. So maybe it's just them trying to pump up the new ship. You know what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. G'day, Stan. How you going? And thanks for the compliment, mate.
Hey,
He's
Emil.
saying I'm healthy.
There's a lot of times you hear things. You know what I'm saying?
I know
And
exactly what you're saying, but in a lot of cases, 1 plus 1 does make 2. It doesn't make 41.
that's right. Well, they found a way to do that. There's got to be somebody telling them to keep their mouth shut. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
don't. I don't think they would play with that sort of technology on a civilian vessel. The the fallout would be far too huge if anything went wrong.
That's right. Especially if the ship hits something. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Like, you remember that movie where the cruise ship hits the whole town?
But you got
That
to
that's
understand something, John. You got to understand something. Get out of the movies. Let's look at real life. Okay, they've done movies on sharks that eat people alive and dead and all that sort of stuff, right?
yes, they
Called
have.
Jaws. At the end of the day, what did it do? It gave the shark a bad rap.
Yeah. I'm
Let's
not saying
let's
giving
let's
the
look
shark
let's look at
the
positive
cruise
stuff,
ship a
right?
bad rep. I'm saying, but if they did do it, okay, they would have to go like this.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah. People
governments
would
would
find
shut
out.
them up, wouldn't they? The governments would
People would,
shut them up.
yeah, but people would find them out. We live in a world. I know the US definitely does not have that. There's nothing you can keep secret. So whether it be the US
Yeah.
or Australia or anywhere else around the world, nothing can be kept secret for too long.
5 minutes and we open our mouths.
Exactly. So I'm not, I'm not going to go down the path of looking at at something that, to my mind, right now is highly unlikely. Man, we can't even get out of our own. We can't even get out of our own atmosphere. It takes a bucket load of energy to do that. So
Well, they're working on things to do that too. They've been talking.
yeah, I know.
They talk. See, you got to understand, talking is free, okay? It's when they get and actually do it, it costs them money.
Yeah, but you've also got to understand something else. That any way that we extrapolate anything can also create issues, which at the end of the day costs money. So I look at this and I go, let's see the facts and then let's work with that. For
Well,
example,
if they actually invented
can
it,
you
let's just, I'm going from just in case they invented it. The ship can double its speed somehow. Now, if it has a caterpillar drive and it does exist, the military's telling them to shut their mouth.
yeah, but the military would be the ones that would be using it. They wouldn't be putting it on
Yes, they
civilian
would.
vessels.
No, they
Why on
built
earth?
it, they're testing. They could be using the ship as a test bed.
And risk. Okay, so we're going to use it as a test bed and then risk the opportunity of about 5,000 people's lives, which would create the biggest news story out there ever.
And then they couldn't shut their mouth anyway because they were wondering how they got up to so much speed, you know?
Wouldn't it be far better putting it onto an aircraft carrier?
Yes. An aircraft carrier, isn't an aircraft carrier the same size as a carnival ship?
It is, but it is also a military vessel, which is much easier to keep tight and quiet rather
Yeah,
than mess around with a civilian ship, which would create far more talk.
you're right. I think if they did invent it, they built it for a military ship,
It would have to be.
you know, and the people saw it and they went, and they saw them building the other ship, or maybe they're using the other ship as a cover story. You know what I'm
John,
saying?
your mind is too wild. Your mind is way too wild. Bring it back down to earth, buddy.
No,
Seriously.
I always think what the government is doing. They could be
Yeah, but
using the carnival ship as a cover story.
but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let's look at things look at things realistically. For the government to be messing around with the general population, that's a crazy thing to do. It
Maybe it's
seriously
a cover
is.
story. Could be a cover story. They built this thing, they put it aboard one of those military vessels, you know, the company itself, put it on one of the military vessels, and they just used it as a cover story.
All right. So let me say this, John. I'm comfortable for you to have that opinion.
Cover stories, you know, the military always does a cover story, and you never
Yep.
know what is real. Because they say one story, then they'll say another story to cover up that story, and then another story to cover up that story. You know that.
Like I say, I'm comfortable for you to have that opinion.
I always try to keep an open mind. I
Yeah, but
know Uncle Dave.
sometimes open minds can lead to. I mean, I can create any rumor I like. For example, Kenny is going to be a superstar pilot one day. Hey, Megan,
Hey,
and I know
Megan.
that Kenny's going to fly any aircraft his mind puts his body to. Is that going to happen? Wouldn't know. Could.
Well, actually, he could fly today, but
He
not in
could.
a physical sense. He
No,
could fly
he
any
could in a
plane.
physical sense. All I need to do is put a jetpack on his back and watch Kenny fly. Better still, I could put a hot air balloon on his back, strap him to it, warm up the balloon, and there's Kenny flying.
Hey,
G'day,
Joseph
Joseph.
John on the
But another
Facebook
thing, okay, you could
on the
also
Facebook
fly
side.
from. You could also fly aircraft from your seat today in your home.
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm talking about Kenny actually being in the air.
I'm talking about, hypothetically, where he's sitting here flying, those simulators.
I'm not
You
being
could fly
hypothetical.
those
I'm being
simulators.
serious.
I'm not talking about being serious. I'm talking about, there are what they call desktop pilots.
Yes, there
You
are.
ever,
They generally fly drones.
they fly drones or they fly on the screen themselves. And they brag about it. Oh, I flew this plane and I flew that plane. And I say to them, but you never went anywhere. You never actually sat in that cockpit. Oh, I've done it in, but think, all those flight simulators.
Well, you guys are heading into a time frame right now where it's way after midnight and you're heading to bed. I'm going to have some dinner and then I'm going to do some other things. Kenny, thank you for having me out, buddy.
You're welcome. You're welcome here
I love you,
anytime.
brother, down on the cruiser. You always keep an open mind.
I try to. And by the
I
way,
try to
Kenny,
keep an open mind
Yeah.
too.
290 days, mate.
Uh,
290 days.
yes. Yes, for sure.
I'm going to catch you guys later.
All
Love
right.
you, my brother. Have a
Have a
blessed
good
evening.
dinner.
Enjoy your dinner.
Take care.
Enjoy your din din. Let's see how this phone's doing. Oh boy. Ken, I'm gonna have to drop it. She's
Okay.
getting hotter than a see-through plastic case. I'm gonna have to drop my brother. I'm gonna see if I can get the other one up and running. If I can, I'll come back. Okay.
Yeah.
If I
Hey,
can't, don't worry about it. That means I'm going to bed.
alrighty. Hey,
All right. Good night,
Joseph.
my brother Kenny. Have a blessed evening.
Alrighty. Hey, Joseph, I sent you a message on Facebook. Hey, Megan. How was your holiday, Megan? It was a warm 70 degrees. I think it got like that here in Tennessee, I believe. It, hey, Stan. You know, Stan, I'm always a night owl. Oh, going to Italy on Sunday. Ah. I'll have some pizza and pasta on your. Oh, okay. Ah, that sounds good. Going on another cruise? How long are you going to be gone this time? That sounds yummy. I love pizza. Ah, land trip. Okay, no cruise land trip. Okay, 10 days. Oh, okay. Yeah, my doctor's been to Italy, and he's been to the UK. He's been to Australia. He actually told me, he said that he's had kangaroo, and I need to probably unplug this because it's full. But yeah, um, he's had kangaroo, and he said that it was okay, but he thought it was he thought it was a little gamey, and but he he's also been to like the UK and England, things like that, and but and speaking of Christmas videos, I'm gonna have plenty of footage even after New Year's. So when I start my live streams back, now I won't be live on the screen, but I'll be live in the chat. Some of my videos that's coming out is like over an hour and something long, but they're beautiful videos, and I got a feeling y'all will enjoy them. So, I might do a live after the premiere. I don't know, uh, but but yeah, and of course I'm gonna have some. I'm gonna have an auto mechanic video coming out as well from where we did that power steering pump today. That actually kicking it country and Shane Elk Ridge Outdoors said that yeah, you had kangaroo in Australia for you. Yeah. But and Tracy, he said when we get ready to work on, of course, I'm not going to mess with it till it you don't change them power steering pumps until you start having issues. Like that saying goes, if it ain't broke, don't mess with it. You know. But but anyway, he was telling me that with that truck being a 76, that one will be a lot more easier to work on than the one we did on the van yesterday. So, because it's an 85, the van's an 85, and the truck is a 76. So it'll be a lot more easier, a lot more room to get in there. On that. So, and I now have a little bit more of an idea on how to do it now. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Actually, Kicking It Country helped me. He kind of helped me build up my confidence with those Ubers. But at the same time, too, I don't really use credit cards, so but he kind of helped me build my confidence up on trusting the Uber because of an experience. I don't remember where it was at. I can't remember if it was even here in my area or not. But I'd heard a bad experience that happened to someone that thought that they were getting in the same Uber as they had when they dropped them off, and the person that she got in with actually was the wrong one or something, and that person took the lady out and killed her or something. Something happened. I can't remember. It happened a couple of years ago, and yeah, so and that's what kind of turned me away from an Uber service, or and two, a couple of my friends, close friends that I went to school with, they said that their self, since I don't deal with credit cards very much, or well, I don't deal with them at all really. They was telling me that the actual only way to actually pay for an Uber ride is through a credit card on an app on the phone. And I only deal with either cash or debit, cash or checking, But so yeah, but but and two that around here, and at least in my area, depending on how far they come, most of them around here, most cab services that I have called, anyway, let's put it that way, they charge like $7 a mile. $7 a mile. And to me, I'm thinking, Wow, $7 a mile, and they I think they charge too pricey around here, and you know, but I just because I know when I did a cab service one time, we did it from my house to the store and then back home. It was, I think it was about 25. I think. I don't remember for sure. But I think it's about $25, $30 each way. So $25, $25, $30 from the house to the store, and then $25, $30 back home. So yeah. Um yeah. Um yeah. That's the reason why I don't do cabs very much. And yeah. So um but I'm hoping that I will eventually um I'm hoping that I will eventually find someone that will be willing to take me back and forth in my own personal vehicles, because I have everything set up to where um if something does happen to my dad, I'll still go get tags, go get insurance, whatever, whatnot. So I'm trying to figure out, because I know like I was saying, no, no, we don't have the people. We don't have enough people to do that, and we're lucky to have 10 to 15 people at our church, and uh, most of my members are up in years and stuff, and some of them that aren't, they work a lot and they have their own families to take care of. So because like I was saying, there's a gentleman that I know. No, it's actually a big church, but we can actually fit about, I think, about 350 to 400 people in our church. It's a big building, but we just don't, we don't have any. Of course, this pandemic, it has a lot to do with it, and a lot of them have decided to. Yeah, I know. But like I was saying, there's a guy that I know, and he will tell you himself. He will tell you himself that he's in a wheelchair. I mean, he does drive every now and then, but not very much. He usually gets people to drive him around in his own personal vehicles. He's got, like I was saying, he's got a He's got a 50. He's got a 50 Plymouth, a 68 Ford Falcon. He's got a 40 tractor and things like that. And he gets people to. And he has polio. And he's in a wheelchair. And but he's a good man. He's a good Christian guy. He he and he believes in the Bible and and things like that, like I do, and and so yeah, he actually they actually have a singing group. They're actually called the Browders, and Tommy is the guy that I'm describing to y'all. He's the daddy, but he's got two boys that he helped raise, and they're grown and they got kids, but they also travel to different. They go to like concerts. They do gospel singing concerts around the world, and they go to different states and things like that, and I think they've been on a couple of the Bill and Gloria Gaither gospel cruise concert and things like that, and yeah, but yeah, I um, um, but yeah, he's like me. He likes his older vehicles, and the good part is that he's had them all restored back to the original, back to the there's no um like it's got the original, back to what it was when it was originally made, and and yeah, and like I said, he'll tell you yourself, and and but yeah, I just kind of like to prepare for those things, um yeah, because you never know. And I know that he's getting up there in years, and things, and not getting any younger. And so yeah, um, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, I've had I've had I've had people ask me, what's your next move, and I said, well, I haven't really sat down, but I mean, like I said, I've got everything, so it's set up to where something does, I still have vehicles, still got a home, and things, and I do, but they pretty much um, they pretty much do their own thing, and they like to try to like like run run the show, like, you know. And I'm one of these that doesn't like to be um what's the word I'm looking for? um yeah, like if you don't do what they say, then you know, you know what I mean. uh I can't think of the word I'm looking for. But yeah. um well, they like to try to be they like to try to be like the top dog of everything. Yeah. So yeah. So that's yeah. It's not if it's yeah. I have my own. Let's see. I have your own confidence and don't have to be competitive to feel good about yourself. Amazing qualities. Yeah, they like to. Yeah, so that's the reason why we don't hardly. That's one of the reasons why we don't hardly get gather around very much, except for around the holidays. You know, but that's pretty much about it. That's the only time we really we see each other basically is around the holidays. In other words, they live their life, we live ours. You know, it's what is the point. Um, and yeah, um, but it's about 4:30 in the morning. I may here at the top of the hour. Here. Go raid Ladybird and then go catch some sleep. But yeah. Like I said, I have the YouTube side open. Okay. Okay, thanks, Joy West Life. Did they all go through? I'm assuming they did. Because I just clicked on share and then I clicked on where it, like, in the Cindy app to where it said, it had you listed on, it said Joy's iPhone. Yeah. I didn't know if all of them had went through or not. Because all I did was share, and then I shared that link to the video to your phone. Yeah. That's what I did in the Cindy app. I did that on each video. Because the videos was already in the Cindy app itself. And I just went and check marked each video, and I sent each one separately of all the footage from yesterday. So, the ones that I had in the phone, anyway. I think that's a cool app, the Cindy app. So, but yeah, I look forward to getting to meet you in person, Megan. Yeah. Well, you won't get to see Papa, but you will. But you will get to see me and Troy S. Yeah, I didn't know. Is that all of them? I may have miscounted. I I was just counting what I had in the Google section here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's what it's showing here on the Google. In the Google photo section. And I thought all of them had went to the Cindy app. Hey, Makeup Mom and Son. I did that 15 question challenge that V. Well, that's what it's showing. That's what's showing in my Google Photos here. The gallery where all the videos go. It's showing I have 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see, I'm counting them here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on a minute, guys. Sorry about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's showing I have 10. Hey, Mindless Adventures, thanks for dropping by. Yeah. Hang on a minute. We're talking about I was talking to Joy West Life about the video footage that I took from where I had my power steering pump changed yesterday in the 85 40 in the 8540 kind of line E150 van that we have. It was still the original power steering pump that had never been taken out since not it was the original one that had been put in there since 1985. So yeah, I had the that power steering pump lasted 36 years, going into 37 years. Because now that we're getting ready to get into 2022, that means the van will be 37 years old. So now I told them yesterday, I told Scott from Kicking It Country, and okay, Megan, have a good New Year. If I don't see you before then, I told Scott from Kicking It Country and Elk Ridge Outdoors. I said I sure hope this new one that I just got put on yesterday lasts another 36, 37 years. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And like I've been telling people, that goes to show you that the older stuff back then were made better back then, and it lasted a lot longer compared to today. Okay, thank you very much. I understand. Thank you. Yeah. And that 76 GMC truck, it's still got the original pump on it. I'm pretty sure. Because I ain't never changed it since we've had it. course, I'm not going to change it until I start having issues with it. So, yeah. And that one on the truck will be a whole lot easier to get to than the one on the van was yesterday, because got a lot more room in the truck than you do in the van. A lot more room to get in there to it, and plus it's a lot older. It's 46 years old, getting ready to be 47, I think. If I did that right. Hang on a minute. I want to check my math. Now we're getting ready to head into 2022. Yeah. Actually 46. It's actually getting ready to be 46 years old. It's 45 years old right now. But now that we're getting ready to head into 2022, it's going to be 46 years old. So but I'm, like I said, I'm not going to mess with it until I start having issues with it. So I'm one of these that if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Until you start having issues. Because you usually wind up, if you try to fix something and if it ain't broke, you usually wind up messing something else up. So, I mean, like I said, when we first got that truck back about, I guess, about 3 or 4 years ago, I guess about 3, 4 years ago, it had the original copper. Now, copper radiator, and yeah. So due to age, it had rusted a hole in the top of the radiator. Well, you can't buy that copper. You can't buy that copper, and if you do find that copper, you're gonna pay a pretty penny for it. And but everything's original on it, except for the radiator now. But it had the original water pump and everything. So I had all the water. I had the water pump and the radiator changed all at the same time. Because, like I said before, I'm one of these that, especially if it's two components that work together at the same time, I'm gonna change them all out at one time and not change half of something and then not change the other half. I don't believe in half doing something. So, yeah. Hey, Kendra. Well, I've been up, so I did get some sleep. I got a little bit of sleep this morning before we started working on the van yesterday to get the power steering pump put on. And then went out, came back about 4:00, 4:30, somewhere around there. That's his Eastern Standard Time now. And ate a bite and then crashed afterwards. And I slept till about 9:00. And then I've been up ever since 9:00 last night. So, yeah. But anyway, So, but we've been talking about a mixture of vehicles to cruise ships to it's just been a combination um, of different things. And my holiday was good. How was yours? I'm looking at the YouTube side of the chat on my tablet here and the StreamYard on the PC. I have it set up to where I can watch both at the same time. And yeah, yeah, I'm hoping it's a much better year than past years for sure. Yeah. So how is your dad doing? That's good. I knew he'd been sick for a while. And yeah. But I didn't know if he had still been sick or if he got any better or what. I think here in the let me see if she's going live. Hang on. Just popped in and say hello. Have to go back to bed. Okay, thanks, Kendra. I think I'm gonna go until 5 o'clock, and I don't see a thumbnail yet. But yeah, and I did a 15 question challenge that Call Me V challenged me, and she got challenged by Makeup Mom and Son. to do that 15 question holiday tag challenge. And you have any New Year's resolutions, Kendra? Or does anybody have any New Year's resolutions? $30 thumbs up. Thanks for a thumbs up, guys. If you haven't hit those thumbs up, please hit those thumbs up. And also, if you like what you see, and if you haven't connected, please hit that red S button below and ring the notification bell so you don't miss every time I upload a video or even do a pop-up live or all the good stuff, all the YouTube stuff. And the more interaction my videos get, the more YouTube recommends them out. So, but yeah. I'm hoping that it's quiet around here around around New Year's, because I'm not a big fan of the fireworks. But yeah, I'm excited about the new adventures that I'm gonna be having in 2022. I'm also hoping I can also work on maybe trying to get a job in auto mechanics in 2022. I need to figure out you know but yeah, I I'm hoping that because that's something I've always wanted to do is auto mechanics. Because I've always liked hands-on. I've always liked tools. I've always liked anything with a motor. And I need to probably undo this tablet here too. Yeah, probably so. Undo the tablet. I'm undoing my tablet so it don't overcharge. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this new tablet that I got. And I want to say, if I did not say thanks to Elk Ridge Outdoors for helping to be able to put the power steering pump on yesterday, I thank you very much. For that, along with Scott, we're kicking it country. It's very much appreciated. And I will say that they're really good people, and they're also really good Christian people as well, and and they're all preachers, so I'm very thankful for them, for sure. And I look forward to getting to meet them many more times in the near future as well. And but like I was telling them yesterday, it's I've learned from self experiences before. It's hard to find. It's hard to find good help, but they're out there. You just gotta keep searching, and you know, um, I'm thankful that for this YouTube community, because we all help each other, and you know, um, it's been a good platform. But 9 in the house watching. I know I have some workers probably in the background. If you're in the background, please come out and say hello so I can recognize you. Because I love to be able to say hello to everybody that comes to my chat, that comes to my channel. I'm thankful for the ones that watch my videos, and that comments and yeah. I that I hope to get to meet many more of you. Well, I know I'll get to meet quite a few of you in Quartzsite, for ones that's going out to Quartzsite, and I'll get to meet quite a few of you Hey, Hilda. Um, and hey, Julie. Thanks for coming in. And I get to meet quite a few of you on the group cruise. And, you know, like I said, I'm a people person. I love people. I love making new friends. I just love people in general. And but yeah, I think here in about 7 more minutes or so, I'm going to um, shut it down in about 7 more minutes. I was waiting for Lady Bird Loves because she's supposed to be going live here at the top of the hour, and I thought I would go give her a good raid. What are the dates for Quartzsite? The Box D meetup is the 22nd and 23rd. But there's going to be previous meetups before that. I think Glorious Life on Wheels and Lady Bug Out D, they're having their meetup around the 17th through the 19th or something like that. And then I know Marshall and Pip Expedition and somebody else is having theirs. I am going on the 17th. They're having a New Year's meetup starting on New Year's Eve, and it's going to be that weekend. In I think it's in Tucson. I think it's in Tucson, Arizona. But yeah, I mean, I'll be there from the 17th to the 25th. On the 24th, anyway. But you'll be there for on the 25th. But yeah, it's gonna be quite an experience with me, because considering I've never been out in the desert, and yeah. I need it's about 5 o'clock. Okay, good night, Hilda. Thanks for coming in. Happy New Year's to you, Hilda. I was waiting for Lady Bird Loves so I could go give her a raid if she's gonna go live. Because while she's on, I'm gonna leave her running. She must be just going to she's a another like crochet channel. Ah, here we go. I thought just now saw. Okay, here we go. Let's go give. We'll copy a link here. Okay. Okay, good night, Julie. Thanks for coming in. Okay, let's go give for the ones that's still here. 4-man raid. To at Lady Bird Loves. Tell them I sent you. Hey, Travel on a Special Buddies. I just now getting ready to shut her down. There's the raid to Lady Bird Loves, which is another crochet stitching channel. Knitting and things like that. Get kind of creative. So I think it's really interesting. Yes, Line Cloud, I'm getting ready to close her down. But anyway, I'm going to pin this link to, yeah. Good morning on the Facebook side. I'm getting ready to close her down. So, but I want to say thanks to all my moderators for looking after the chat. Thanks for the ones that's going to be watching the replay. Thanks to everyone that come and joined on the panel. And like I said, thanks again to Kicking It Country, Elk Ridge Outdoors, and things for helping me put on the power steering pump on the van yesterday on a 1985 Ford Econoline E150, the original power steering pump that had been put on since 1985. 36 years old, going into 37 years old power steering pump. That's pretty good for it to last that long. Thanks for the help for putting that together. Help me put that on. There's gonna be some video footage from that, and coming out soon. There's gonna be some more Christmas vlogs coming out soon on my channel. There's and after the new year, there's gonna be some stuff coming out and on the channel. And thanks to all those that watch. Thanks to all those comments. For the ones that comment, I know that there's some people that watch that don't comment, and there's quite a few that do watch that do comment, and but yes, Elk Ridge Outdoors. I'm getting ready to close her down, and I look for. Thanks again for your help yesterday, and but and by the way, feel free to check out Elk Ridge Outdoors. He's an awesome guy. I his name is Shane. And he does like hunting, outdoor stuff. Anybody's interested? He's just now getting his channel going, so he's only got like 3 or 4 videos up. He's fairly new to the YouTube, so I'd like to see him get up there and things, and I'd like to see him grow, and if anybody's interested, check out Elk Ridge Outdoors. And and he's a good Christian guy as well. And so, and Anyway, guys, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. And if anybody is interested and wants to, I pinned the link to Ladybird Loves to tell the. You want to turn that down, dude? Uh, I pinned the link to Ladybird. Tell them that Ford Man sent you. So I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.